Okay, testing, testing, testing. I'm going to turn that up a bit. Testing, testing. Okay, so it's still a little quiet, but there's really not much else I can do. Okay. So, let me get everything set up here. Just getting my own stream up on my phone. I gotta make sure my stream's even going. Is my stream even going right now? Yeah, it is. Okay, weird. Anyway, so it's Jabmaster Radio time again, and I'm gonna wait for people to show up. But it's Jabmaster Radio again. I try to kind of space these out a lot so that I have stuff to talk about with each song. Last one went off pretty good. It was like 2 hours long, which was awesome. I don't think this one's going to be 2 hours long. I'm going to hit for maybe 10:30, so like an hour, a little over an hour. So yeah, there's going to be an added bonus with this stream. I thought I might as well include it. So fairly recently, I started using a app called Music Board. And Music Board, it's a music review website / app. And you can just review music on it. I don't really do much on it, honestly. I don't really... with me and music, if these songs sounds good, that is fine enough by me. That gets the job done. That's all I really care about in a song, is if it's catchy, if it sounds good, if it's something that I'll come back to a lot. That's really all I care about. So most of my reviews are just like 10 stars. Or not 5 stars, because they go by a 5-star system. Just like, this is really catchy, 5 stars. But, you know, in case you're interested, since I am using this and I can look it up, a little added thing with this broadcast is I will let you know if the upcoming song is actually on Music Board. So it's a website, it's an app, you know, you can download it, go on it, whatever, create a profile, and some of these songs are actually on it. They have a pretty good variety on Music Board. They have the Donkey Kong Country 2 soundtrack, which is actually pretty cool. I did not... That's one that you wouldn't expect them to have. So, yeah, I thought it would be kind of neat. You know, I mean, just something to do. Anyway, I got the Persona 5 GIF again. I got Not Reggie. I thought about including Vern from the DS Over the Hedge, but I didn't bother. So, and yes, I know I missed Rocket Power Day this year. I completely forgot about it. And that's on me. Shame on me for missing Rocket Power Day. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get started. And we're starting off with a song from a game that I have played recently. I played about 5 hours of it. So, not long in comparison to how long the game actually is. It's about, I don't know how long it is, but it's a game called Eastward. And it's actually pretty decent. From what I played, I did like what I played. And I like the music, too. So, this song plays in White Whale Bay, which begs the question of why they didn't just call the song White Whale Bay. The song is called Glimmer. I don't know why it's called Glimmer. That doesn't make much sense to me, but hey, you know, I'm not the one who writes names for songs, so how would I know? I don't know. But anyway, this is Glimmer from Eastward. So I'm sorry that when the song started, it was like insanely loud. I haven't done this in a while, so I was doing audio levels, and yeah, didn't mean for it to blow out your eardrums, but just for like 1 second. So that song is on Music Board if you're interested. It's very hard to find. Music Board is not a very good website or app. It's very difficult to find certain songs, but just thought I'd mention it. But that's a good game, Eastward. I had to take a pretty long break from it because it's RPG. It's an RPG, and RPGs definitely wear me out faster than your average game. I can play stuff like Ratchet and Clank All for One in 5 hours pretty quickly, but for something like Eastward, it took me like 3 weeks to get to the 5-hour mark. So, anyway, let's see what our next song is going to be. Okay, I'm taking a chance with this song. I may get copyright claimed. I don't know. We're just going to see how things turn out. But this is the main theme song for Toe Jam and Earl Back in the Groove. So this is a lyrical song, and it's why I think it may get copyright claimed, is that it's a rap song. There are lyrics to it. But let's see. So the song is on Music Board if you're interested. So yeah, you're gonna hear a little bit of audio, like dialogue beforehand, because it's a music video, but there's not much video to it. I'll just get to the audio part. You'll just hear a little bit of dialogue after the song ends. But yeah, so this Toe Jam and Earl Back in the Groove, I feel like at this point in time, it's a very forgotten game. This game was kind of in development hell for a really long time. This music video, for example, was released in 2015. The game would not actually release until 2019. So it was just in kind of limbo, waiting to be made. And then I think eventually Adult Swim Games took up publishing rights, and it was able to get a release, which is really weird whenever you boot up that game and seeing the Adult Swim logo. But anyway, so this is, I think it's just called Back in the Groove. So here we go.
Come on, yeah. You ready, big girl?
Yeah, I'm ready, Toe Jam.
Alright, let's do this.
Come on.
My name is Toe Jam.
And I'm Big Earl. Mm-hmm.
We come from outer space. Whoa, oh, oh. We crashed down on this planet. It was an accident. This is a crazy place. Hey, hey.
Tell him, Toe Jam.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Funky down in funk.
Get funky.
Oh yeah, funky down in funk. These crazy earthlings stressing out. This crazy world is upside down. You know that little funky sound is all we need here. Give 'em that funk, give me some bass, Biggie. Maybe that's all they need. Gotta give 'em that funk. Oh yeah, maybe that's all they need. Slap that bass. Give 'em that funk. Oh, maybe that's all they need. Gotta give 'em that funk. Biggie, tell 'em.
Feel the funk.
Maybe that's all they need. My name is Toe Jam.
And I'm Big Earl.
Mm-hmm. We got a message to give to you. Well, we coming at you from Bunker Funkatron. And you need to chill it out. Let me talk to him.
Tell him.
Look, T.O. to the E, jamming on the beat. And now with Big Earl, make him stand to their feet. Crash landed on a strange planet. Trying to find the pieces, but this place is gigantic. Running from the bees and dodging all the moles. Somebody tried to run me over with a lawnmower. Maybe all it needs a little funk. Maybe that's all they need. These crazy earthlings stressing out. This crazy world is upside down. You know that a little funky sound is all we need here.
Yeah, you gotta feel the funk from Funkatron. Come on, shake your thing and get it on. You can't hate when you're feeling the funk, yo. Just let it go in the funky flow. Yeah.
Give 'em that funk. Hey, 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 hey. Give 'em that funk. Give 'em that funk. Well. Give 'em that funk. Hey, 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 hey.
Come on.
Give 'em that funk.
Here it is.
Give 'em that funk. Give 'em that funk.
Feel the funk.
All right, Earl, let's go. Let's take care of some business.
I'm with you, Toe Jam. I got your back.
Okay, so look, whatever your opinion is on that insane auto-tune that was used throughout the entire song, you gotta admit, you're gonna have that stuck in your head for a little while. It's just super catchy. Something that I found kind of interesting, I was just looking it up while I was listening to the song. The voice who plays Earl in the song and in the game is the same one from Toe Jam 3 back in 2001 on the Xbox. So it's actually pretty cool that they got him back 14 years later to do this song and eventually the game. So it's pretty cool. And that song is on Music Board. Oh, I already told you guys. Forgot about that. I'm gonna stop mentioning Music Board. I don't really think anybody cares, and I don't really care either. I barely use it. But yeah, that was Back in the Groove from Toe Jam and Earl. Back in the Groove. And let's see what our next song is. Don't worry, rap is not used that much. I don't really like rap that much, honestly. Yeah, like I said, I like stuff that sounds catchy, and for me, most rap doesn't. I just really liked the bass guitar in that song. Anyway, so our next song is, this one definitely will not get me claimed. This is from Adventure Time, Escape the Dungeon Because I Don't Know. Which is one of, like, I was going to say one of three, but no, it's the only two Way Forward made Adventure Time games that both have really long titles. The first one was, Hey Ice King, Why'd You Steal Our Garbage? And you could just all do it in one giant acronym. So this is EDBDK. Explore the dungeon because I don't know. And this is Dungeon 3. So it's not really specific. Adventure Time, this game, I played it once. If you're curious about it, I did do a video on it. I played it right after watching the entire show, which is pretty cool. It's pretty fun to go back to it. But each area, each set of 20 floors? 20 or 30 floors, I forgot. It's been a while since I last played the game. Has a different theme, and each theme comes with a set of 3 different songs. So this is just the third song from the first set of floors. Which also means that if you're playing the game, you're going to be listening to the exact same 3 songs for, well, 20 floors until you eventually get to the next. So, while these songs are catchy, in game you might be getting really annoyed by them. Then again, the game itself might bore you because it's not a very interesting game. Anyway, this is Dungeon 3 from Adventure Time. Explore the dungeon because I don't know. So something kind of neat with that song is that was composed by Jake Kaufman, the man behind Shovel Knight and some I think Half Genie Hero is what he worked on for Shantae. I think in the new one as well. I think, and Mighty Switch Force and stuff. So he's done a lot of stuff for Way Forward. But he also did both of these Adventure Time games, and both soundtracks are really good. I just kind of wish that there was more songs in Explore the Dungeon, but, you know, oh well, maybe that's why the game didn't sell very well, and maybe that's why it was the last Way Forward Adventure Time game. Anyway, so yeah, that was Dungeon 3, if you're interested, from, I'm gonna have to say the name again, Adventure Time, Explore the Dungeon, because I don't know. I love these weird titles. It feels very Adventure Time to have a title like that. I don't know. It's just very fitting. Alright, so the next song up, I think we've played beforehand. But if we have, that's okay. I have some stuff to talk about it. Anyway, so this song, there was a game that was kind of overlooked. It came out last year. Rugrats Adventures in Gameland. So it's a pretty neat game. I played it with Ram, which I think that video is uploaded by now. And it's a pretty neat game. It's just a fun platformer. It's kind of like Bonk's Adventure. It's a fun game. I bought the limited run release of the NES release, so I actually get to play it with an NES controller. It feels really cool. Anyway, so the boss music from the game, the entire soundtrack's really good, and it's weird because it's really hard to find the entire soundtrack as a whole on YouTube. Because if you want to look up Rugrats Adventures in Gameland soundtrack, the first one that always comes up is the boss music, which was what we're about to hear. I think the boss music has more popularity than the game itself, because this is a really cool sounding, well-made remix of the Rugrats theme. And it was used in trailers. I think all the trailers, one or two. I forgot how many trailers they have, but all the trailers just use the boss music. But the entire soundtrack's great. So if you like what you hear, go listen to the rest of the soundtrack because it's a really great soundtrack. I've got just the entire soundtrack in one video in this playlist, and I'll basically just choose the best one from that list. So if we get to that, cool. If we don't, just go look it up. Anyway, this is the boss music from Rugrats Adventures in Gameland. Okay, so pretty cool, right? it's a really cool song. Who would have thought? You know, it's a fun game too. Really, I recommend it. Anyway, so that was again one last time the boss theme from Rugrats Adventures in Gameland. So I voted for it in the Game Awards, but it didn't win a single thing. So, so this next song, I'm not going to play all of it because it is 5.5 minutes, and after a couple minutes, you're going to be like, okay, stop, and I will stop. I will hear your pleas, and I will stop. But this is the special stage theme specifically from Sonic Colors on the DS. So the DS is one. Its main gimmick with the special stages, at least with this song, is that you run through the special stage multiple times, and the song speeds up and adds instruments each time. So it's like a 30-second loop or something, and then it just keeps going. And it's actually really catchy, but at the same time, we're not going to listen to it for 5.5 minutes. I'll probably stop halfway through. But anyway, so yeah, this is the special stage theme from Sonic Colors on the DS. dun 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 dun. That's the song that plays whenever you beat the special stage. It just goes on, that like 10-second loop just goes on for another minute, so I just wanted to end it off there. It's just super catchy. It's really catchy. It's a great song to play during a special stage. And then it says, you unlocked a Chaos Emerald, and I think he says, too cool, I think. It's either that or it's like another one down or something. I don't know. I haven't played Sonic Colors in a while. I need to play it again. It's a good game. The DS version is pretty good. I really like the sound font. It remakes all, or I guess demakes all of the songs from the console version, but on a DS. And I like them. They're pretty catchy on their own right. Maybe we'll get another Sonic Colors song later on. Anyway, so let's see what's next. What's next is an ad. Ooh, an ad about depression. Oh, man. Let me tell you about it. So, we get into the first one of the night. This is a cover. So I added covers here. They're covers of songs from games, so I felt like they fit the bill of being from games, and this gives support to the cover artists, because I love cover artists. They're great. So, I've always liked the song Your Affection from Persona 4, but I also really like this cover of Your Affection done by Sapphire. So Sapphire. It's a great cover. She does a lot of great covers. I've been following her stuff for years. There's probably like 5 more Sapphire covers here. She has a lot of great covers. So this is Sapphire's cover of Your Affection from Persona 4.
Affection, affection, don't let your pride go. One day I know you'll grow into a fine hero. Affection, affection, affection. One day I know you'll grow into a fine hero. Oh, withered flowers, remember what you wept for day after day. Blooming to the beauty you once were. In your stream of tears, you're still robbed with pain. Gotta hold your head high, bring it into your own life, changing day after day. Gotta hold your head high, bring it into your own life, changing day after day. Affection, affection, don't let your pride go. One day I know you'll grow into a fine hero. Affection, affection, affection. One day I know you'll grow into a fine hero. So full of spirit, you're glowing. You're our savior, the one we've always wanted. So full of spirit and valiant, taking all the blame, bearing all of our shame. The nights are restless, but our love is endless. As long as there's hope, the flowers blossom. The sun is glowing, so we'll keep the love flowing. As long as there's hope, the flowers bloom. Affection, affection, in all your glory.
So really good. I love the stuff that she adds to that song, different instruments and stuff. Also helps you avoid copyright. But if it sounds better, it sounds great. Okay, so next up, we have got a song that I listened to fairly recently. Now, it's a song from a game that someone has been dying for me to play. Someone by the name of Ram. Maybe you might have heard of him. And I will get around to it. I will get around to it. I swear. It's like how much is it? I'm just gonna look it up right now. How much is it for me to buy used? Okay, it's $17. So it's $17. Okay? And it includes the first game. So this is Tomorrow Is Mine from Bayonetta 2. The Wii U version is $17, and it includes the first game. I will play it. I will. Just need to get around to it. There's so many games on my backlog that you will not believe. Anyway, this is Tomorrow Is Mine from Bayonetta. Tomorrow Is Mine from Bayonetta 2. There you go.
Tomorrow's mine. You awoke me, unleashed the fire in my heart. I will dance and I'll defeat them through the light and the dark. Your mistake was to underestimate my power. Won't let go of the fight till tomorrow's mine. All the night, dancing through the fire around me. I'll never stop. You didn't hide. Now I'm in the mood for a fight. You won't know what hit you when I spin around with you in my dust. Then bang bang down down again. It's my desire going for the win. Tomorrow is mine. You better run. Don't wait, here I come. No, the fuel in my fire won't run dry. Burns bright, and you better hide. I came for a fight, yeah, until tomorrow is mine. Don't miss me too much. You awoke me, unleashed the fire in my heart. I will dance and I'll defeat them through the light and the dark. Your mistake was to underestimate my power. Won't let go of the fight till tomorrow's mine. All the night, dancing through the fire around me. I'll never stop. You didn't hide. Now I'm in the mood for a fight. You won't know what hit you when I spin around with you in my dust. Then bang bang down down again. It's my desire going for the win. Tomorrow is mine. You better run. Don't wait, here I come. No, the fuel in my fire won't run dry. Burns bright, and you better hide. I came for a fight, yeah, until tomorrow is mine. Don't miss me too much. You awoke me, unleashed the fire in my heart.
With how catchy that song is, it still makes you wonder. It says battle theme. How often does that play? It's a minute and a half long loop, so really makes you wonder. Like, oh, I hope it's not that. I hope it doesn't play that much. I may end up getting really sick and tired of the song by the end of the game. Anyway, so again, that was Tomorrow Is Mine from Bayonetta 2. So let's see, an ad is playing. Oh boy, I love ads. An ad's playing on this song. So, this song may be annoying to some of you, and I don't blame you. The sound font on this game is very odd sounding, but I think it's catchy. Okay, so I'm just checking audio levels real quick before I tell you what the actual name of the song. So, this is from KO the Kangaroo on the Game Boy Advance. I feel like a lot of people do not even know that this released on the Game Boy Advance. I feel like most people just think of the Dreamcast game and go, oh yeah, it's a Dreamcast only game. But no, it released on the Game Boy Advance. And the sound font is very odd and doesn't sound great, but I do find the first stage to be catchy. And it's called Cursed Jungle Level 1. So yeah, take a listen. It's not a great game, by the way. From what I remember, it is a kind of basic 2D platformer with, I feel like I remembered having some pretty bad hit detection. Who knows? Anyway, so yeah, this is Cursed Jungle Level 1 from KO the Kangaroo on the GBA. Okay, so two things upon hearing that song once more. Also don't like it. About a minute in, I'm like, oh god, why did I put this on here? And also the sound effects of the hi-yas. They may sound in time with the music, but they aren't actually part of the song. That's apparently the audio was just recorded straight from the game, so that is just the sound of the sound effects. I am taking that off the list. Thank you very much. I don't want to listen to that song again. Anyway, what do we have next? Okay, so next up is a song from everybody's favorite game that people definitely play nowadays, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 1. Remember that one? Remember how it didn't feel like a full game? And then they released a sequel, and that also felt underwhelming and half-baked? Yeah. This song is from that. I don't know if this song was also in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, but as far as I know, it was just in the first one. So this is Urkin Armada Invasion. There's only like 2 songs from that game that I actually distinctly like. The other one's the Bikini Bottom song. But this one's pretty... I probably like this more than the Bikini Bottom song, honestly. So, yeah. Urkin Armada Invasion from Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. Sorry, I had to cut off. The song didn't really fade out. I'm gonna be honest, I completely forgot about the rock bit at when it hits 40 seconds, and man, that sounds so good. This that is so cool. I love that when the guitars hit. Anyway, so yeah, again, Urkin Armada Invasion from Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. It's still kind of sad, the fate of that game and that series, how that came just kind of whoosh, and then like the sequel came out so quickly after the first one, and then that game just totally fell under the radar because they decided to have a stupid roguelike story mode, which means I can never finish it. Gotta love freaking roguelikes. Okay, let's get on to the next song. Oh, weird. There was an ad with Tom Holland. He's doing his like normal sounding voice, his British voice. Whoa, okay. Anyway, so the next song up is Vector to the Heavens from Kingdom Hearts 358 and a half days. A game that I will probably never play on actual hardware because, let me see what the price is. I checked it recently. It is $35.97 for a game-only copy, $40 for a copy with a box. Nah, I think I'm good. I've heard it's good, but Kingdom Hearts games on DS I had recoded and did not really care for the control scheme, given that it's a D-pad and it's only one. Anyway, So Vector to the Heavens, I haven't played 358 and a half days, so I don't really know when this plays. I found out about this song through Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory, so I highly recommend that game. If you don't know a lot about Kingdom Hearts and you just want to know the music, because the music is beautiful in Kingdom Hearts, play that. It's great. So, anyway, speaking of the music, yeah. Vector to the Heavens from Kingdom Hearts 358 and a half days. I like how the ending of this loop includes the main piano notes of the Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 theme. The dun 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 dun. Anyway, you get the gist. It's kind of neat. I like how I kind of wish that every Kingdom Hearts song just randomly included that bit as like it's like how Siva Gunner songs will always have the Flintstones theme in some way, shape, or form, whether it be like in the background or have it be the main part. I want every Kingdom Hearts song to just have that somewhere. Those string of notes. Anyway, let's see what our next song is going to be. it's going to be Rusty Ruin Zone, Act 1 from Sonic 3D Blast. I don't know if this played last time, and I don't care because this song's really good. It's really catchy. This is the song that I I guess just for me, famously, cartridge tilted on, and I got a really creepy sounding, just accumulation of different sound effects and bits from this song just mushed together. And then it started playing like a police siren, and then it started sounding like the game was being broken apart. It was freaky and cool. I recorded it. Anyway, yeah, this is Rusty Ruin Zone, Act 1 from Sonic 3D Blast. Alright, so I love that song. And I hate to say it, but I think this is going to be it for tonight. And I know I wanted to do it a little bit longer, but I'm getting pretty tired. I think I might just go to bed. So, thank you for joining me, if you joined. And that'll wrap up another day, another broadcast of the Jabmaster Radio. So, hear you next time.